Pricing doesn't have to give you a headache, so let's fix that today. Okay, but before we do that, let's be real for a second. Is your pricing strategy just Googling other products, finding the lowest and highest price, and then plopping yourself somewhere in the middle? Or maybe you know you should be charging more, but you're scared people will stop buying, or worse, think your stuff isn't worth it? If that's like you, this video is going to be a game changer, because today we're breaking down prices with equations instead of emotions. No more guessing, no more what if they think it's too expensive. We're putting the feelings aside and running this like a business.
10 toes down, stand my ground, chasing this dream, novelty queens.
Well, let's back up just a little bit, because the purpose of your business is to serve people and make money, right? And notice I said both. You can be ethical, have integrity, and still make a profit. What you can't do is run yourself into the ground by underpricing, because if you're not making money, your business won't last, and I don't want that for you. Here's a little backstory. When I first started, I used to underprice my products a lot, and for the exact same reason. Like, I was so afraid that people wouldn't buy from me because, you know, it's overpriced, or at least to them it might seem overpriced. So what I was doing was I was creating my products, but I wasn't factoring the time spent. I wasn't factoring, you know, the price of each material, every single material I used to make a product. And a lot of products I create on my own. And even for the resale products, again, I was just basically just adding a couple dollars to it. So I wasn't really making a profit, because when you really calculate it, the profit that I so-called made was, you know, basically went back into shipping. So even that stuff like that, I wasn't fracturing in, and I was held back because my business, instead of growing and becoming fruitful, because it's not like I wasn't getting customers, I got customers, but you would never know because I wasn't making a profit. So by the time I made a couple dollars, I wasn't even able, like, by the time you pay for your Shopify, by the time you pay shipping, by the time you pay for, you know, whatever other little accounts that it takes for you to maintain your business and all these other little things, you have no money left. Why? Because you're underpricing, because you are being human. You're pushing with your emotions opposed to a business strategy or looking at it from a business perspective. And this is exactly what I don't want you guys to do, and exactly why we're going further into this video. So if you're trying to figure out how to, you know, maneuver and go around all these things and avoid it, period, stick with me. Time and materials, and why that's not enough. Now, usually, to be honest, when people do try to be more structured, they jump straight to time and materials, which sounds good, but here's the problem. No one buys time and materials. Customers, they buy a product. Yes, you need to know your material costs. Yes, you need to track your time, but that's just your base cost. That's not your price. So let's say you spend $50 on materials and $50 on labor, your time. That's $100. Then add maybe 10% for overhead, electricity, packaging, little things that keep your business running. Now you're at 110. You following me? You keeping up? Okay, so that's your cost. Now let's get into margins, where the money actually comes in. But if you stop there, you're just going to be charging $110. You don't really have a business. You just have a very expensive hobby. Okay, so let's just get that out the way. So what you need is a margin, and that's the gap between your cost and your price. That's your profit. Your profit is what lets you reinvest in tools, buy supplies, or pay yourself without it. Your business can't grow, best believe. So how much margin do you add? Well, that's up to you. Solely because some people, they double their costs. That's called keystone pricing. Others aim for 50% margins or 30%. The exact number isn't as important as making sure you have one. So remember, Walmart and Nordstrom are both in business. One makes money on high volume with low margins, and the other, fewer sales with high margins. There's no right way, just the way that works for you. And take note, I said for you. So how to price smarter. Here's the formula, and you can start with 1, add up your material cost, add your time, multiply your hours by what you want to earn per hour, add 10% or more, which is your overhead. Choose your margin, 20%, 30%, 50%, whatever is best for your business. And 5th, that's your price. Done, finito. No overthinking, no stressing, and the best part, you can always reevaluate. If sales are slow or your costs go up, adjust. The key is you're making decisions with numbers and not with fear. So let's wrap this up. The next time you price a product, I want you to stop basing it on emotions or what someone else thinks and start using your numbers. Trust me, it will save you so much stress and give you confidence in your pricing. 100%, no doubt. And if you want to even go deeper, head on over to Canva and ask the AI to help you to create a business assessment. And once you do that, it will show you where your business stands in 3 key areas, which is your product, your pricing, and your promotion. And it will help you to figure out ways in where you can help your business to grow stronger. And at the end of the day, remember, pricing isn't about guessing. It's about running your business like the boss you are. So looking for more business related content, check out my playlist that's coming up. And I'll catch you later. Keep dreaming. Stay soft, and let's continue to build the life we love because you got this. Catch you later, Royalty fam.